Very good evening. You're watching News Night. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Our top focus story in this bulletin at 8 p.m. The change in dispensation, the change in power in Delhi could mean change in the security cover given to Sonia Gandhi's son-in-law. Well, Robert Vadra, the husband of Priyanka Gandhi, enjoys Z+ security cover. There are reports that this cover is under review and the security cover could be considerably downgraded. Under the current arrangements, Vadra gets security from the Delhi police. More than 20 Delhi police personnel are on the job to protect him. He also enjoys SPG cover whenever he travels with Priyanka or other Gandhi family members. But the latest that we are getting in at this point of time is that the Z+ security cover, the VVIP status accorded to Mr. Robert Vadra might just be revoked. A change in dispensation in power in Delhi, clearly meaning the downgrading of security for Mr. Robert Vadra. Just to give our viewers perspective on what Mr. Vadra enjoys at this point of time, well, Robert Vadra, the husband of Priyanka Gandhi, enjoys Z+ security cover. Now, what exactly does Z+ security cover mean? Well, this cover currently, what we do know, is under review, but this cover means that a solid security ring is thrown around Mr. Robert Vadra. 20 Delhi police personnel around the clock work to protect him. He also enjoys the SPG cover when he's traveling with his wife Priyanka Gandhi or any other Gandhi family member. To give us perspective on this story, we are joined by our associate editor Atir Khan in the newsroom. Atir, can you tell us exactly the modalities of the possibility of the Z+ security cover being removed where Mr. Robert Vadra is concerned?
Well, you see, he is a protective of Delhi police, but the entire family has SPG cover. We know that Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, all three of them have SPG cover. But it is Robert Vadra who enjoys the Delhi police Z+ security cover. But whenever he's traveling with Priyanka or other family members, the Gandhi family, he gets SPG. So now with the change in the setup, with the new Home Minister and the entire bureaucratic setup within the ministry, the security of all the protectees, there are some 25 of them,
right,
which will be reviewed by the Home Ministry, and thereafter a decision will be taken of whether his security would be downgraded. And it appears in all likelihood there will be a scaling down of his security.
You know, Atir, just break it down for us. What does scaling down of security for Mr. Vadra mean? Right now, we do know that he enjoys the Z+ security cover, which is VVIP status. Now, if the Z+ security cover is removed, what does it actually mean?
Well, that means that some 25 police personnel of Delhi police which protect him would be downgraded, and the number of security personnel would be reduced considerably, which means that perhaps he will have to hire his own private security to embolden the security arrangements. We know that he has now office in South Delhi, and that even that place is protected by the Delhi police personnel to ensure that there is no breach of security.
Many a times this issue has been raised, Atir, by, at that time, the opposition, the BJP. They've often come out and said that why was Mr. Robert Vadra accorded the Z+ security status? Now, all of that coming into play, isn't it?
Well, that's right. You see, the entire family has a high threat perception in the past, had the regular assessments were made, and every year security of the entire Gandhi family was reviewed. You see, earlier there was a provision that the Prime Minister's family gets security for only a period of 10 years. But then special provision was made for the Gandhi family to ensure that every year they retain SPG security cover.
All right, appreciate you joining us. Atir Khan getting us the very latest associate editor. In principle, what it means is that the Z+ security cover that Mr. Robert Vadra enjoys by the Delhi police at any given point of time, as was reported by my colleague Atir Khan, 25 Delhi police personnel work around the clock to secure Mr. Robert Vadra. Atir was also telling us that his office in South Delhi is also cordoned off by a 3-tier security cover by the Delhi police. Now, Mr. Vadra might just lose all of that, forcing him to hire his own security. Till now, he was accorded the VVIP status. He was given Z+ security. But with the new dispensation, with the new shift of power in Delhi, well, would mean that Robert Vadra, in all probabilities, might be losing that security cover that was thrown around him by the UPA government, which would now be revoked by the NDA government.